Hey there, YouTube. It's Carry the Carry, and I'm here to do a follow-up on the Model M65 keyboard that I got over a month ago. And I just kind of want to talk about a little bit of pros, cons, comments, just my opinions on it. So, for those who don't know, I use two Vortex keyboards. This one here is my daily driver for work. It's the Multrix Vortex. It's 100%, and I loved it enough to kind of invest into the Model M65. Um, this one's really only used for FPS games, and that's it. And then this one's used for everything else. So this one, the Multrix, gets used for like League of Legends, Slay the Spire, any type of any casual game where I prefer like I don't need sharp and snappy clicks. I'm taking this one all day with the brown switches, and then I've got silver switches in this one. Um, so yeah, just to give a little bit of pro on con. Um, First off, this is a lot smaller than what I was used to, and that when it comes to like FPS and whatnot, it's actually a big deal because my mouse, I get so much more space on the right side. I'm trying to keep my elbow tight. I'm trying to aim up and close, and so by just cutting off the 10 key, I'm getting an extra like 4 or 5 inches. Where if I need to, swing or something, I'm just basically a better shooter, and I've actually gained like rank from it. So that is a huge pro for me. And it was a reason why I switched to this. And yeah, that's true. Um, another pro about this has got to be the switch type. This is specific to me, but silver switches on this keyboard, they really are making a big difference as you're using WASD to really strafe back and forth. This keyboard with the switches is super clean. Like, I feel like I can move back and forth faster than I ever have in my entire FPS career. I don't think I could play any FPS game without a proper switch now, just having done it. A couple times I've failed to swap, and I've been playing on the daily driver keyboard, and I just hate it. I'm like, what's going on? And then I look, and I'm like, at the very bottom, the actuation and the presses, those brown switches, just they have things happening there that help you keyboard, and this is just the opposite. It's just amazing at being able to get clicks and get a lot of them in. So I'm getting a lot of switch clicks, and it feels snappy. I can't blame how bad I am on the keyboard because this thing really gets all of the inputs. And yeah, I'm the one who's probably making the mistakes on that. So other pro I have on this keyboard is actually the ergonomics of it. Like, wasn't really surprised. Like, this bezel here is a lot bigger than the Multrix, like a lot bigger. And initially I was kind of scared that I'd have more, like, it would kind of bother my wrist, but it doesn't. It actually feels really good. I think I would almost wish both of them had this. And maybe it's just because this one just looks better with it, with like the retro look or whatever. But um, yeah, really, wrist curve. Who knew? It's kind of nice, and it looks really good with it too. The angle's really good. So I've put in about like 100 hours into this keyboard with FPS time, or more, probably more than that, maybe like 150 or 200. Um, and yeah, that like the fact that it still feels really sturdy. I'm continuing to use it. Those are all pros as to why it's a good keyboard. Uh, I do want to kind of share my cons on it. These might just be biases for me and my use case, but a con is I have to swap keyboards. I'm so dependent on the different keyboard now and the switch types that I don't get to just like quickly move between video games. I have to go and make sure I'm like, oh, I gotta swap it. And for me, I'm using the direct cable into the system, so I'm unplugging USB-C, plugging it in, I have to kind of shuffle that around. It usually takes a little bit. Yeah, it's very mild con, and that's what you do when you want to play better, right? You're just be like, okay, I'm gonna take the 20 seconds to swap my keyboard. Like, who cares, you know? That said, it is still a con with the experience of like seamless gamer altogether. I mean, it might be like getting red switches if I wanted to have both type of form factors and not swap, but I love browns for typing. I love the silvers for counter strafing. I haven't messed with the wooden keyboard yet. I'd love to. Um, Maybe if I have some extra cash, I'll grab one of the wooden keyboards and do a comparison of like, hey, this is a mechanical versus the analog triggered switches. So the next con I have is in regards to the swapping of it. So I'm doing a lot of the USB swaps. It feels a little bit less snappy, so I'm a bit concerned about, after 500 plus USB-C connection swaps, is the port going to become a little bit worse? Because yeah, it doesn't feel super good after however many swaps I've done. And I hope it just kind of stays where that, but potentially some type of concern there. Maybe the port's not as durable as it should be, or maybe it doesn't even matter because most people are just swapping with the Hertz's. They're plugged in and they're doing a wireless connection. I have no comments on wireless because everything I do is plugged in. That's just how I prefer to operate with my keyboards. My third and final complaint is that it really isn't as heavy as I'd like it. It's not like sliding around at all, but man, I would love for its weight to be just equal to this Multrix. I mean, it's big. I mean, the Multrix is bigger. There's more weight in this. And I don't necessarily, I've never really opened up and look inside, but this is just a lot lighter. I just want it to be a little heavier. I think it would be a little bit more premium if it was heavier. And had I been able to kind of buy like a heavier weighted version, I think I totally would, because I do like the way it looks. It's just sometimes when I pick it up, I'm like, oh man, like, is this thing like just maybe a cheaper version than maybe the custom builds that Vortex has to offer? I don't know. But yeah, I'd love it to be a little bit heavier. But that's just my feel on it. Cons, this isn't Vortex or anything. Like, you're using this form factor. Like, while everything's super close, that's also pro to be able to have everything super close. A con is it does feel like if you're trying to use like function keys and stuff on your keyboard, you're not super velveted with it. It can feel much different because like here on this one, I kind of have to like use the function key to kind of like tap there, and then I got to go up to the number, and it feels kind of inconsistent. Whereas, just with the full-fledged, you have a nice separation. The keys have a little bit more of an identity being up and away. Whereas this, yeah, it's more compact, and that's kind of the outcome. I also like the fact that like tilde isn't really. I'd love the tilde to be on the escape on this one, so I could like use console more on Counter-Strike and whatnot. But yeah, that's kind of my walkthrough on this. It is, as far as in my keyboard experience, I would recommend this to people. Like, it's been good. I like it. I'm a newbie when it comes to the whole mechanical keyboard world, but I thought I just should share with y'all my opinions and my thoughts on it. If I have any big issues and whatnot, I'll probably post any comments about it. But for now, I'm gonna continue using this thing all day on any of my FPS games, and yeah, I guess again, I don't really use these action keys that much either on the side. It's nice that they're there. Home, page up, page down, and end. Because really, when you look at them, like as far as the keyboard uses, I'm really only using like the AWSD side. So, that was really random, so excuse that. But but yeah, that's it. If you have questions, hit me with a comment. I'm happy to really talk about it. Um, getting into it, I'd say this keyboard is probably an entry level keyboard into the whole mechanical keyboard world, and it's been a good one so far. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in, and get the hell out of here. See ya.